Hello, Mr. Derry here, just about to sign in to Onshape. At this point, all of you have created an account, and the intent of this video is to help you navigate a little bit and find your way around and find the tools you need to get going, creating parts and accessing the learning management piece of the software. All right, so this is what it looks like when you log in, or at least this is what it looks like for me. I hope it's the same for you. I'm going to have you click right over here on the Onshape button, and that's going to bring us into the where we can start creating parts and so forth. It also shows us this little button here for the Learning Center. I'm going to talk about both of these things. Before we go into creating parts or accessing the Learning Center, I'm going to go into my account and create a few changes. So you can put your name in here and all of that part, but what I want you to focus on right here is preferences. And preferences allows us to set the default settings for our units, and I'm going to set them up in inches right now. We can change this later on. But one of the buttons that's going to be real helpful for many folks is this guy right here. And what I'm doing is setting my mouse controls to act just as though I were driving SolidWorks. Even if you're not a SolidWorks user, I suggest you do this because it's really not going to make a difference because you're brand new to the software. And for those folks who had a little experience in SolidWorks, when you go to zoom in or rotate parts and so forth, it's going to operate the same way. All right, don't forget to hit the save option in here for you're going to save your settings. Whoops, where was that? Yeah, save mouse scroll settings. Mine are the same, so it's not asking me to change it, but don't forget to press that button. Okay, next let's move on to the Learning Center. And there's some great stuff here, but when you click on this, I think you're going to, if you're anything like me, you're going to be a bit overwhelmed with where to even start. What choices, what videos do I watch first? What lessons do I do first? Because there's so many options out there. So some of them are free, some of them are courses that you could pay for. Obviously we're going to go for the free options down here. If I roll down a bit, you can see that it says start learning path here or continue, because it knows that I've already gone down a few of these learning paths. So I suggest that you guys start in with some fundamentals of CAD, and navigating Onshape is a good one. Intro to sketching, part design. I haven't gone here yet, and I'll suggest that later. But I do think that for folks that are brand new to CAD, I would recommend going into sketching, because you need to learn how to sketch and do parts. For those folks who, or for everybody, we need to know how to navigate in Onshape. So I suggest you go in here. If you take a look, there are multiple lessons in here. The documents page, getting started, you can see that I'm 31% complete on this. What's nice is there's a dashboard that keeps track of your lessons that you've completed. You can see where you left off if you've forgotten. And so forth. But these tools, very helpful, and as I mentioned earlier, bit overwhelming on where to begin. So I would jump in down here and start with the fundamentals and basics. Notice up here, when we opened up the Learning Center, Onshape created a new tab for us. For those folks who have dual monitors, which I highly recommend. We're going to be doing a lot of zooming these days. If there's any way you can get yourself another monitor set up to your computer, it's going to make life a whole lot better for you. You can take your learning tab and just put it on your other monitor, which obviously you can't see for me right now. And now I've got my tab that's back where I'm actually going to be doing the fun stuff and making parts. So I'm still on my preferences here, but if I click on this Onshape button, it's going to bring me back into this environment, which is where we can start drawing. I'm going to make another short video that's going to take you through a basic part just for some fun tonight, but I wanted to show you after you log in, how to set your preferences, how to get to the Learning Center, and what part of the Learning Center you should use. So hopefully that's helpful.